Hello YouTube fans, here again. And I figured why not talk about classic, that being from 1968, Night of the Living Dead. That's right, the original Night of the Living Dead. I remember reviewing this one before. I don't mind it, but if I'm going to pick any, it would have to be the remake, because I think the remake did it better. Sock horror. But you've heard me say it before. You've heard me do a comparison of it before I get love letters of anyone who is mad on the original, the classic Night of the Living Dead. Hear me out. Hear me out. I don't love it. I don't jerk off over it, but I respect it. I say it again. I don't jerk off. I don't get a direction. I don't do ladder. I don't think it's the best horror film ever, but I respect it. I respect what it bought. I respect that we've got other zombie films, whether it be the classic Michael Jackson music video, that being Thriller. I respect what it bought, and I also respect that it was above its time. I mean, you think about it, it was. It was bloodthirsty, it was gruesome, it made Psycho look like a fucking Walt Disney film. It did. So I don't love the film with my dog getting outside there, but I'm talking about Night of the Living Dead. I don't love the film, but I respect it. Right? There's good bits and there's bits what I don't like, and there's bits where I do admit, even though I'm not a lover of remakes, but I do admit the remake approved on it. But I'll talk about the remake another time. Talk about the original. So it starts off, you get a bit of music, we go do 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 do, and then you've got a car driving across, a brother and sister, a Durgo Brabo, which I'll get to, and a guy called Johnny. And I got the idea of the fish in the mum's grave, the brother's moaning because he had to drive all this frigging way. And long and behold, he's finding her up. He's taking the piss of something that's happened when she was a kid. And he comes out of a line, "They're coming to get you, Baba." You may have seen it. They also used, if I remember right, they used a bit in the original Halloween 2 when I was watching a horror film. So he's winding her up. He's got this die. Long and behold, the die tries to attack Baba. The brother does what a brother does, tries to save the sister. And the brother gets whacked on the head, and I'm assuming he's brown bed. One thing I will give this film, one thing I'll give it, they're not called zombies in it. I think rightly they called them doos. It's only in the later days they're called zombies. I admit back for this time the makeup wasn't that day. They put a bit of, I think they put like white shouting powder, white paint on some of the actors or extras and called it a fucking day. But for its time, I can let it fly over my bald head. You know what I mean? I let it fly over my head. It's the first zombie film for its time. I let it fly over me. Well, we ran back. So he's chasing Barb, and Barb is in an abandoned house, manages to get out of Dodds. She finds this dead woman. You got the idea how her face has been bitten off, bit of blood dripping down. Which I've got to admit, for that era, was above its time, like I said. Now I'm going to go on with the negatives. The Barbara in the remake, you've heard me say it, kicks the shit out of the original. Now, there's nothing against the actress who's playing Barbara in this. I'm sure in real life she's a very nice lady, but the character I'm on about, before I get love letters, I'm on about the character. The character in this is the most fucking annoying, fucking wimpy, fucking character I've ever had in movie history. I know, she was probably called this way. And George Romero, knowing it's his first big break in the horror history, thought it'd be a good idea. But I do notice that in his later years in horror movies, he's made his females stronger. They get up, they're not a strangle into distress, and they kick ass. I know it's a different era, it is a different time, but seriously, the Barbara in this is a fucking wimp. She's one of the most annoying characters in movie history. But they get to some good bits of the film. You get Ben. And for a different race actor, not a race thing, and being honest, that's something else what made this film very debut. It was a very debut, and I remember saying this before and reviewed this before. It is a very predictable film. There's a lot of predictable stuff in it. It's not just a bloodbath blood and gore first zombie horror film. It's a very predictable film when you think about it by George Romero. So Ben comes into it, there's a few zombies on the way, he swats a few on the way, and then you get another character called Jupiter. Now Jupiter is this guy, he's very snoopy, you could say he's a bit of a fucking knob, just like he is in the remake. You got a couple, I don't mind the dirt, it's pretty to look at, but I'll give her something. I wish she was the lead, as well as the Ben character. I wish she was the fucking lead, because she has more balls, and the boyfriend has more balls. The barber is a fucking wimp. There's a bit in it, I don't agree with men in women, but I can understand there's a really good scene in it where the actor who's playing Ben comes out some really great lines about the zombies attacking and everything. And what ruins it, what fucking ruins it, is Barbara opens a job going on about a buffer. And it's like, we know this shit, we've seen it, we're not dada. And she's going on and on and on. And even Ben tells her to shut the fuck up. Oh, he doesn't say that, but he might as well do. And she slaps Ben. Now, I don't even man it in a woman, but he just smack her one, knocks her out, and afterwards he's a gent about it, he's a gentleman. But she's so fucking annoying. She is the most annoying. Right. So there, the others come into it, right? They come into it, they lock the windows, Stupid's a fucking dick. He keeps saying the cellar is the best place to go, and Ben's not having it because he thinks he's a fucking prick, and I think he's a prick. They've got a little you've got the idea he's been bitten. And they don't mention it as much. So I imagine back in its day, it was a soccer. You know, we all see zombies now. You know, if you get bit in any way, you're going to turn into a zombie, which again, you don't come zombies in this. But that's what made it start scary. You didn't know what was going to happen or the fate was going to be. Like I say, it's a predictable film. There's bits where they're watching TV and they're talking about what they call the do's. And the do's or the zombies, whatever the fuck you want to call them, are attacking them. There's a bit in it where the girl and the boyfriend, you've seen the film, they're on a truck and they do the most stupid thing ever in movie history. They shoot a dash thing. Ben falls off the truck and the truck blows up with the couple. This is the same, because like I say, I like the dirt in it. Again, you get a really good story bit, the aftershots of the zombies ducking in and eating her out and eating a fake hand. And I've got to admit, that for its time would have been, you know what I mean, for the 60s. The little dog turns into a zombie, pushes the mother over, gets a shuffle, and stabs the fucking mum to death. But again, was a sucker for that era. And if I remember right, the Trooper tries to fight with Ben. Ben gets the upper hand and shoots fucking Trooper because he's a fucking prick. Trooper goes down the cellar, passes out, and you got the idea the daughter's at his heart or something like that. I think it was his heart, if I remember right there. And Troopers locks himself in. The barber character's a fucking idiot because she only does something at the last minute. She only does something at the last fucking minute, and even then it's death by stupidity. I remember saying it before. The zombies didn't kill her, stupidity killed her. Because what does she do? What the fuck does she do? She opens the door, she sees a buffer. Now we all know the buffer got killed. Why the zombie's not attacking him? Because he's a fucking zombie. Duh. So the zombies drag it in, you don't see it. You got the idea they've killed her and eaten her. Good riddance because he's thick. The Ben character locks himself in. He shoots the woman that got stabbed by the shuffle. He shoots Jupiter, who's now a zombie. The daughter gets out, and it's the day after. Again, this is the only thing that annoys me. Ben, wakes up and he's looking. You've got these cunty folks shooting zombies left, right, and centre. Okay, dudes, you want to call them. One dickhead sees Ben. I call him a dickhead for a reason. He mistakes Ben as a zombie, shoots, you see him fall down, you see the afterthoughts like he got shot in the forehead, so he's fucking dead. They're all fucking dead. And the one for the fire. They get him, you see photos of him being dragged by a hook. They burn the zombies, they burn Ben, they're all fucking dead. And that's what fucking pisses me with Night of the Living Dead. That's why I can't call Night of the Living Dead a classic that much. That's why I'm not going and getting all excited over it, because all the characters, I'm sorry if I spoilt it for people who've never seen Night of the Living Dead, but there's your answer. They all get fucking killed. Every one of them. Okay, I didn't do shit about Barbara. I told him real life she's a nice person. I'm on about the character. In all fairness, it's only a film. She dies by stupidity, and she's a wimp all the way through the film. The couple get blown up. Jukepot, even though he's an asshole, he gets killed. His wife gets stabbed by the fucking daughter, and then fucking all that shit Ben went through to get fucking shot in the forehead and then fucking found dead. That's what fucking pisses me about Night of the Living Dead. But there are good bits about it, so I'm not going to rant on it. I like the fact that it was in black and white for the very late 60s, being 1968. I like the fact that it is ultra bloodthirsty for its time. I like the fact that it was fine for its time. And rewind back, I respect what it brought. Without Night of the Living Dead, you would have had all the other zombie films. Rewind back what I just said. But I can't praise it. I can't go down on it for the downbeat fucking ending. I can't. I can't. I know it wasn't that type of film. I remember saying it last time I did Night of the Living Dead. But it doesn't mean I'm going to tiss its ass. But I can respect. I'm not going to repeat myself because you know what I'm going to say. Without that, you would have had all the other zombie films. So I respect Night of the Living Dead, but in my eyes, I felt the 1991, the remake, did it better. But again, it doesn't mean I hate the film. I respect Night of the Living Dead. I've got it in my collection. I remember sewing it. I do remember watching it when it was colorized. I did not like the colorized one. I preferred it in black and white. I felt, yeah, back in its day, it was pretty frightening. The bit where the daughter turned into a zombie. For that era, you never knew that. For that era, to see her turn, to kill her mum, to stab her mum with a shovel, that would have been a sucker for that era. Even though now people think, well, how can she stab her mum? Zombies bite people. Nevertheless, I thought for that era, the daughter stabbing the mum with a shovel had balls, and thought for a kid that was gutsy. And cannibalism, zombies eating people. You know what I mean? So for that era, this film had balls, had ducks, had fucking middle finger to the MPA, had middle finger to censor shit. And that's what I love about Night of the Living Dead. Now, I do know originally it was going to be called Night of the Fess Eaters, but because of copyright, because at the time there was another film called that, they altered it to Night of the Living Dead. And the rest is history. There've been a lot of people trying to copy the film, and the company tried to shoe them over the days. It launched a remake. It launched a lot of sequels, whether it be Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. It made a name. It made a lot of other zombie films. So again, without kissing its fucking ass, that's Night of the Living Dead. In a way, yeah, it's a classic because it is the first zombie film. So for that, fuck it. An 8-star rating for me. I don't love the film, but I respect for what it bought, and I respect it was above its time. But into them, be smart, be safe. I'll do some more movies, more movie reviews. But into them, see you later.